Hey, what up, everybody, with the Video Game Kingdom? This is Gunner, Byrd, Smidge, and we're here. Basically, what we're here to do is we're gonna do our first ever Q&A, question and answers. Now, anytime you guys got any Q&As, feel free to put them on these type of videos or ask us on Facebook. Just look up the Video Game Kingdom. And what we're gonna do is, like I said, I know we don't have a lot of followers yet, a lot of subscribers, but I know that some of you are interested in us or in the games or in anything. So we always want to stay interactive with you guys. We really appreciate you guys being subscribed to our channel, and we're going to stay, like I said, interactive. Now we're going to get to some of these questions here. I do want to give a big shout out to many of you guys out there that have been watching us. We appreciate all of you. I'm not going to go through everybody's names, but I do appreciate you guys very much so, and thank you so much. Tom Williams, you've been a fan or supporter since day one, and I want to thank you so much. I know Byrd and Smidge, they're really happy. And you guys that are watching this, make sure you guys go check out Tom Williams over at the WWE 2K14 Gamer on YouTube. Just look that up, the WWE 2K14 Gamer. I think he's done 3 episodes. He's looking really good. And I got a few questions that we're going to be asking, that we got to ask, that we're going to be answering. So with that said, I'll let them get further into the camera as we get to them. We're all three going to answer your questions. So with that being said, let's go to the first question. By the way, I do want to let you know we did do our setup video. That's kind of a setup video. I don't know if it is or not. Like I said about the reviews, it's not something I'm used to doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. With that being the case, our first question: will you be reviewing any shows like you did on the King and Kids Wrestling show? For you guys that are new and don't realize what the question is, we have a YouTube channel called the King and Kids Wrestling Show. You guys just type it in, the King and Kids Wrestling Show. We will be going back to, we will be doing some of that channel. Things have been kind of hectic here lately, and we will definitely be doing it. We've got a couple videos that we'd like to go. We're going to keep going through the years on all the old pay-per-views. And I would like to, starting this year, get to us doing the weekly shows, reviewing the weekly shows. And I really enjoyed doing that. And I think my boys did too. So we will definitely be getting to that. You know what? We'll probably start it out this week. We'll probably get back to that. We're going to get back to watching the old Starcades and WrestleManias. I think I got a couple videos that I got to unprivatize and put out there that we've already done. I think one of them was when I think I was getting drunk and we were doing one. It was hilarious. I think maybe offensive. I don't know. But at the same time,
it was pretty offensive.
Brandy.
That was funny.
I remember the advertisement you gave
Brought
them.
you by
Brandy.
Absolutely. One of the questions that I did get, I kind of want to respond to is, why do you allow your children to curse? Now let me go ahead and make this clear to you guys. Basically, I want to know which asshole got to decide what words were offensive and what word doesn't. I'm not very much into society and doing what society tells me to do. So with that being the case, I don't see a difference in the word shit or the word poop. Now my boys know when and where they can and cannot curse. They're homeschooled, so I ain't got to worry about there. But even when they were at school, they knew not to curse there. They're not cursing at the library. They're not cursing in public like that. At home, I believe in a freedom of speech. I believe in, as long as they're not cursing at somebody, like they can't say, fuck you, Dad. You know what I'm saying, when I go to punish them or ground them. But if they drop the milk and they say, ah, fuck, or ah, shit, why would I punish them for that? I mean, what's so offensive? What's so bad about that? You know what I mean? And so with that being the case, a lot of you children, I already know, cuss behind your parents' back. A lot of people do. I did. So what's really the point? I don't find it offensive. And if I don't find it offensive, then I see no reason to stop that situation. Now, I know there's a lot of people that do, and with that being the case, all I got to say is it's not illegal. So it is what it is. It's just not illegal. So it is what it is. What's offensive to you isn't what's offensive to me. And so there's probably things that you say or things that you wear or things that you do that I find offensive. But it's not my business to really say. I think you people that put leashes on your children at the grocery store to keep them close to you are offensive. I think that's pretty offensive. But you know what? It's your children. You can do as you please. And with that being said, like I said, I believe in my kids expressing themselves and without necessarily hurting people. If they're hurting people with their curse words, that's different. You can't. They know they can't just walk up to some female and say, "You fucking fat bitch." They can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you guys to understand. You know, I think it adds flavor, and to be perfectly honest, that's probably what makes my channel and my videos different from yours. You know, so and I firmly have always believed in this. If you don't like what's on, change the channel, change the radio station. You don't have to watch and you don't have to listen. But I pay the cost to be the boss around here. So with that being the case, we do what we want. You know what I'm saying? All right, next question. I'm a huge fan of Smidge and Byrd's work. So what will their new account be called? It's going to be called the VG Kingdom semicolon or something like that, Kids. I will gladly kind of put it out there. I think I'm subscribed to it. This channel subscribed to it, so you can look at my subscriptions or whatever, and you should see it. But the bottom line of this is that it's called the VG Kingdom Kids. So check that shit out, and you'll be able to find them. We're just getting started. They haven't really done anything yet. We're gonna we've been put and here's the thing. I'm gonna put their videos that they do on their channel, and I will probably still put them on little playlist on the original VG Kingdom, because we've already got a couple different channels like the VG Kingdom Adventure, the VG Kingdom Sports, where I'm separating the videos, but we will still have them on the main channel, so you don't have to go to all these different channels. But for some of you guys that may not like me, you may only like them, you can feel free to subscribe and go there. I don't see why that would be, because they suck.
No,
We do not suck.
I am great, thank you.
Look at me.
Told you he was gay.
I'm not gay.
Yeah, who does this?
Yeah, who does that? Told you. You hear me on all the videos. I told you about Smidge.
I'm not gay.
Look at him, look at him.
Anyways.
No straight person does that.
Yeah, no regular person does that. Right, what you're doing right now.
I'm straight.
All right.
Yeah, we'll go with that, I guess.
Now, will Byrd and Smidge stay on this channel? Absolutely. There's some videos they probably won't be part of. My particular Zeldas, just like on theirs, I won't be part of their Pokemons or what they have.
We don't play Pokemon.
Or whatever the hell kind of little gay games they play.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh and things like that.
David,
like I said, go ahead.
David's the one who would typically be playing the Yu-Gi-Oh series. I'm not much into the Yu-Gi-Oh series. David is. So the commentary most likely will be mostly David on the Yu-Gi-Oh series.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, no matter what happens and all that, they will stay on this channel. They will have their own channel as well, though, for things that maybe they do in their personal time. Once they act right, and once I feel it's okay to put this equipment in their bedroom, because right now they're careless as shit. Once I believe it's safe in there, they'll be starting their own channel. And there's a lot of games, like I said, I probably won't play that they'll play, like Shrek 2 on the PlayStation, things like that. You know what I'm saying? That I probably won't play. Or their own sports games with them doing it and not me. Things that they'll play on their own in their own bedroom that is apart from what we do in the living room. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, they'll definitely have their own channel. And with that being said, guys, what kind of games can they look forward to from you guys?
Adventure games.
They can look forward to
Any
Shrek. We're gonna play all the Shrek series. Like you can play. We have Shrek 2 right now,
If you
but
ask
I
us-
know there's another one with a story mode on it.
If-
I do not recall the name, but
If-
we'll be doing series like
And if you ask us to do any kind of series, me and David will be willing to do
oh,
that
we'll be
series.
doing Assassin's Creed.
We will be doing the Assassin's Creed series.
We'll be doing sports games.
We'll do all your Tony Hawks. We'll do a little older sports games. We'll do the older WWEs as well for our PS2.
We'll do mainly the story modes for the older ones. Because we do the universe and stuff like that with our father. So.
A lot of times they'll be doing stuff that I don't take part in. Like I said, I don't do a lot of those games. I don't, I think there's a couple that they'll be able to do that I won't be part of. And even if we may even do the same games occasionally, one in here that I'm part of and one that they do on their own. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that we got enough games, as you see in my. As you saw in my setup video, we got plenty of games, and we got a lot of games we're behind and that we need to play. I'm going to, lock in on this Zelda series, and then we're going to do a lot of the WWE games. We are going to stick with this universe mode, but we're going to go backwards in time and do all the story modes, too, of all the other previous WWE games. We'll be doing that definitely on my channel, and we'll see. It'll probably be some on their channel, too, that they do on their own. Okay, who is your favorite wrestler and why? My favorite wrestler of all time is Bret the Hitman Hart. To me, he was just that guy when I was a youngster. He was the excellence of execution. I loved this entire style. And then once the Shawn Michaels thing happened, of course, I think I was 16, 17 at the time, and that shit always bothered me. And then the Owen Hart thing, and so I've always been big on Bret Hart. He's my favorite wrestler of all time. Right now, my favorite wrestler would have to be. That's a good fucking question.
I bet you're a in the closet
John
Cena guy.
No, I'm not a John Cena guy.
He's in the closet.
I would say right now, my favorite wrestler today is probably CM Punk. But, no, it's probably Brock Lesnar. I think Brock Lesnar is the guy. But then again, I kind of switch back and forth. I got my favorites and I got who I think's the best. Like, I think the best wrestler of all time is Ric Flair. I think the best wrestler today in the business is probably CM Punk. I'm a big Jericho guy too, though. But Jericho, obviously is fading. Brock Lesnar, Jericho. I feel like I'm missing people, though. But I don't know. I like Randy Orton, actually. I think, a lot of people are either Cena fans or Orton fans. I've always been an Orton fan, but only as a heel am I an Orton fan. I like heels. I'm the guy that likes all the heels. If you're a heel, I probably am rooting for you. With that said, Dave, Byrd.
My favorite wrestler of all, or do they want both of all time?
Just give them both.
Right
Just
now?
give them both.
Okay, well, of all time, is Chris Jericho because he brings charisma. He's great in the ring, so he's my favorite. And every time he's on a mic, it's always something entertaining, and you never know what he's going to say. Of right now, I like Damian Sandow because his whole persona is so interesting. He's the intellectual savior of the masses.
Unwashed masses.
I do like Sandow. It's a lot like the old Genius gimmick, but I like Sandow. Smidge.
My favorite of all time is Ric Flair. I've never thought he was that interesting to watch in the ring in terms of in-ring ability. He is more of the old school style. I kind of like that still, and his whole personality, the nature boy, and all what he brings to the table in terms of promos. He's best at promos, and he could get the job done in the ring. Ric Flair's the best of all time. My favorite right now, I would like to say
John Cena.
No, I'd like to say CM Punk just for the fact he reminds me a lot of Macho Man and his in-ring style of action. But he brings to the table and his attitude is something that we've never seen before in terms of the how he talks, how he speaks, what he's for, and all that. I think CM Punk's.
I like CM Punk during his. I like to see CM Punk
when you're talking. Bring your face into the fucking camera.
Well, it's kind of hard.
Well, just move your face. Don't argue about it. Just move your face.
Well, CM Punk was. I liked him when he was during his whole.
Then your dumbass moved out of the camera.
I liked CM Punk during his whole cult when he had his cult with Luke Gallows and I forgot the girl's name, but I like that whole thing gimmick.
Joey Mercury.
Not bad. All right, next question. What is your favorite sports team?
Well, what does that mean?
It means what's your favorite sports team,
No,
you dumbass?
no. For like what sport?
He just said
Sports team for like all the sports for each individual.
God damn. You see why I say Bird's a fucking idiot? Do you hear this whole madness?
Why?
Listen. Anyway, my favorite sports teams are very simple. In basketball, it's the Chicago Bulls. In baseball, it's the Chicago White Sox. In football, it's the New York Giants. And that's American football. And in college football, it's Notre Dame. And in college basketball, it's North Carolina. With that being said, those are my favorite sports, and those are my favorite sports teams. But I used to be I'm involved with mixed martial arts, so my favorite sport is mixed martial arts, completely. With that being said, those are my favorite sports teams. It's been the same teams my entire life. Bird, go ahead.
My favorite sports teams is the.
He likes to ask questions. What's funny is he's asking questions like you guys can answer the fucking questions right now. We're not live streaming. We're recording a video.
I was asking you.
Well, the question is,
what do they mean? Do they mean
well,
what
you
every
act like
sport?
you act like I talked to him about what the questions mean. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, my favorite sports teams in American football,
Yeah.
I am a Minnesota Vikings fan. And basketball, I am an Indiana Pacers fan. And in baseball, I am a Red Sox fan. And in college basketball, and I like the Indiana Hoosiers. And in college football, I am a Seminoles fan.
All right. Smidge, go ahead.
My favorite basketball team's Boston Celtics, 19 championships.
You're a loser.
He is a loser.
His Kings will never get that. His Kings will never get one.
Okay, go ahead.
Favorite baseball team, the White Sox. My favorite college basketball team, Duke. My favorite college football team, Oregon Ducks. My favorite football team, Dallas Cowboys.
Let me tell you something. He's got a different favorite football team every
He's
single.
not a football fan.
He's not
Don't
a football
listen to
fan.
him.
Do not listen. He's had 5 favorite football teams in the last 4 years, and that is a fact.
And you know what? He said, I am a Cowboys fan from now on. And then this very year, he said, I also like the Chiefs.
Right. He finds what team he thinks is hot that year, and which team has uniforms he thinks trendy and nice looking on him.
Oh, look at that red uniform.
That's what it all is. But anyways, with that being said, the next
Look, it's maroon.
the next sport, the next question: do you like football, soccer football? My answer is no. I did play soccer when I was in junior high. I played it for 1 season, and I sucked. Soccer's not really a big thing here in America, unless you're, I'll tell you who does like, everybody from South America, they like soccer. Us North America folk typically
Football.
don't.
We like American football.
Shut up.
Sound like an idiot.
We typically don't like soccer. It's just, we just don't. I guess we haven't been exposed to it like you guys over in the UK and areas like that. For Tom Williams, who I think asked this question. My bottom line is, you've been exposed to this football or soccer, whereas we haven't, and that's probably why you don't like basketball as much as we do, because basketball is kind of an American thing. So, and I think baseball is too. I don't know what you guys like. In fact, that's a question I got for you. What kind of sports do you guys have in the other countries? You know what I mean? Basketball, baseball, football, and I guess hockey, which I hate, is kind of our American sports. So just kind of curious on you guys.
To finish my favorite sports teams, in hockey, I am a Bruins fan.
This dude has never watched a fucking hockey game in his life.
Yes, I have.
Bullshit.
I watched the NHL finals.
Do you like soccer or not?
Do I like soccer?
He has
No.
to think about this.
I've seen some soccer games. They're not very interesting to me.
Oh! I'll tell you what, I do like soccer video games though. It's cool shit.
Oh yeah.
FIFA's a good shit. Daniel, do you like soccer? I think you do, actually. He asked me to play soccer the other day.
Oh, you know what's funny?
No, I tried out
He
for
tried
soccer.
out for a
He
soccer
tried out
team.
for soccer.
I got
And
cut.
he got cut in gym. They tried letting
My
him down
coach let
easy.
me down. He said, "Yeah, we just don't have enough room on the soccer team for you." But I got cut.
All right, we got 3 more questions. Now, what is your favorite WrestleMania? I went to WrestleMania 8. So I really love WrestleMania 8. I lived in Indianapolis at the time, So I went to WrestleMania 8 back in '92, I think it was. Ric Flair, Macho Man, Hogan, Sid Vicious. There was the return of the Ultimate Warrior. But my favorite WrestleMania is WrestleMania 4. I love 6, but WrestleMania 4, I love the tournaments. I love tournaments, period. And that WrestleMania had like 16 or 17 matches. And in any WrestleMania, I think pay-per-views need to go back to that, where they had a shitload of matches, was 3 to 4 hours long, a lot of matches. And WrestleMania 4 was without a shadow of a doubt my favorite. I was shocked when I watched it back then that the Macho Man won, because I think most people believed it would be Hogan or Andre, whoever won the Hogan-Andre match. And so when Savage won it, it was really exciting. I loved the story that they went with it. I loved every aspect of it. Macho Man earned it. It's who made Macho Man big to me. Even though I had seen WrestleMania 3, WrestleMania 4 is what made me a Macho Man fan. And then, of course, I later went back and watched WrestleMania 3 again and loved his match with Steamboat, of course. But WrestleMania 4 is my favorite. Pretty much. Close call with WrestleMania 6. But WrestleMania 4 and WrestleMania 8 that I went to, those are the ones. Byrd.
My favorite WrestleMania was WrestleMania 3 because it had so many. It was stock full of great matches. Like I think it wasn't the main event Hulk Hogan versus Andre, or is that?
Yes. How do you not know that?
Well, I was making sure so I didn't sound like an idiot.
Well, now you made yourself sound like an idiot. So go ahead.
Well, I made myself sound like an idiot either way. So, I like that match was one of the greatest matches of all time when Hogan body slammed him.
He'd be full of shit. Name me 2 more matches off WrestleMania 3.
Ricky Steamboat versus Macho Man Randy Savage, and it was I think Tito Santana versus somebody.
That don't count. You don't just get to say
I know.
that.
Hold on.
Bird's the one that's not actually that wrestling inclined. He doesn't know all that much about wrestling. He's getting there. He's trying. I just called you out in the middle of the video, didn't I? Mr. WrestleMania 3 is my favorite one.
Yes, I've seen it twice.
He has seen it. I think he was even part of our review with it.
I was.
Yeah. Anyways, Smidge, your favorite WrestleMania?
My favorite WrestleMania is WrestleMania 21.
Did you fart or did you shit your pants?
Yeah.
He does not wipe when he uses the restroom. My favorite WrestleMania is WrestleMania 21.
He just called you out, not me, bud.
Yeah, my
All
favorite.
right, hurry up, man. WrestleMania.
My favorite WrestleMania is WrestleMania 21 because it was the WrestleMania where I saw Eddie Guerrero wrestle Rey Mysterio. I also got to see the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match. I always thought that was a good match. Then the Cena Batista match. That was always a great match. I loved the match.
That was it? That was the end of the sentence? Okay. You kind of caught me off guard there. Okay, with that being said, we got 2 more questions.
Did you what?
What is your... Okay, Daniel, that joke happened 20 minutes ago. Anyway, what's your favorite film? My favorite film of all time, my favorite movie of all time is Stephen King's It. I'm a big horror movie fan. I'm a I write horror novels. I love horror movies. Stephen King's It was my favorite of all time. I just love it. I love it. I love all Stephen King shit. But that's pretty much where we're at. Byrd.
My favorite movie.
Stank ass.
Fat ass.
Dumbass.
Okay, let's see here.
Shitty ass.
Tossing salad with hot sauce in prison.
Shitty ass.
Right. Anyways.
My favorite movie of all time would be the Green Mile.
Alright.
You're an asshole, you know that?
Alright.
And you toss them at the same time.
Smidge.
How'd you have...
I have 2, because I'm a female, and I just can't decide on one thing. Because, I am open to all of them, just like my puss.
Smidge, go ahead.
You Skittles bag.
Actually, I have to say, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. It's my favorite. It's actually a really good comedy. I love the movie. It's really funny.
Okay.
I like a lot of the.
I like how he says things.
I
And
like-
you think he's about to finish a sentence, and he's kind of just.
I like a lot
Next
of the
question.
Kevin Smith's films.
Who the fuck is Kevin Smith?
He is a very popular director.
Also known as, like, he's Silent Bob. He also directs his movies. He was in Clerks 1, Clerks 2, and Jay and Silent Bob. He's Silent Bob.
And he's in Mallrats.
And Mallrats.
Alright, I have no clue, man.
And Chasing Amy.
Alright, here we go. Last question we're gonna do. Have you watched Heroes of Wrestling?
The cartoon,
Is that from back in the day? The cartoon from back in the day?
yeah, I believe so.
I believe so. Yeah, I watched it when I was a kid. If that's what we're talking about here, I don't remember if that was the name or not. I don't know. We'll ask them if they've seen it. But if it was the cartoon that we're talking about back in the day, I just forgot the name. Yeah, I watched every episode. You know, we're talking about Captain Lou and all them. Yeah, I used to see every episode when I was a kid. So.
Well, I guess that's a series we need to watch because I have yet to see it.
I've never seen Heroes of Wrestling.
They have never seen it. Maybe I should show it to them. Let them check it out.
Yeah, because all the shows from his era were awesome.
Wonder Years, Heroes of Wrestling.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm the shit. So was my era. But with that being said,
Our era sucks.
Our era like jocks off of his era.
yep. Well, this is going to be our Q&A number 1. If you guys have any more questions, man, feel free to leave them on here or hit us up in the inbox or hit us up on Facebook or any of that stuff, man. We'll try to put together another Q&A soon. With that being said, man, I do want to say we really appreciate all subscribers out there.
Birdman.
Shut up. We really appreciate all subscribers out there. We're new to this. We're getting this thing started. It's been a wonderful ride so far. I think we're at 116 videos. Moving forward, we're getting a couple different Let's Plays. And like I said, we do this for fun, man. We're not sitting here. We know we're not going to get rich off this. This is not what we do it for fun. We love talking to y'all. We love playing it. Basically, this is my way. This is my way to get the wife to not complain when we do videos. I mean, when we do video games, as we play them together and
It's like,
we do
hey, this is a business.
we do a project. You see what I'm saying? And it works. So we love doing this, man. We love doing this. Shut up, Daniel. We love. So anyway, we love to do this, and we love talking to y'all. And hopefully, you guys continue to be interested in whatever it is you're interested in, whether it's our WWE series, NBA series, our adventure game series. We definitely appreciate it. And I try to check out y'all's videos as much as possible. Make sure y'all go check out that WWE 2K14 Gamer. Well, anyway, the YouTube I mentioned earlier with Tom Williams' page. Anyway,
I'd actually like to say something before you exit. Thank all you guys for viewing our videos. Thanks for viewing the Q&A and asking us questions. Really appreciative of it.
Appreciative.
Yeah. Let me just copy exactly what you just said 5 minutes ago.
He does that shit all the time. He does it on video games and everything. With that said, man.
He does it on commentary. Sorry for his bad comment. Look at his face, though.
See what I'm saying?
And he's not gay.
See why I cuss? I'll let y'all later. Peace.